Hey there, I'm going to be doing a pour today, just a good old 12-inch dirty pour of some sort. My table is a wreck and I don't want to change paper out quite yet because I've got so many things drying on my table from the past few days. And I even cut a chunk of my butcher paper off the table just because I was playing just with black and white and playing with a comb through it, and I thought, you know, that'd make some cool skins for jewelry. So I have a nasty table underneath and I want to put fresh butcher paper down, but not quite yet because I'm going to make some more messes. I couldn't remember if I told you, if I showed you this after it dried, if I had made a video or not, but this is the one that was a Crayola Kids glitter paint dirty pour, and it was red and blue, green and purple, and it all kind of ran together and turned really dark and muddy, and it had glitter in it, but it just looked really cheesy. So I had put a clear coat over one side and not on the other side. So when I put gesso on this canvas, the one with the clear coat kind of bubbled up, but it's funny, it almost looks like it's part of the vines where the leaves are at the bottom of this, you know, like it's textured. And so it kind of looks pretty neat. So I may just leave it just like that. This may be one of those that I give away for free, who knows, because I am going to do a free giveaway or something at 25,000 subscribers. I wanted to do a pour today, and I'm going to put my cheap vinyl gloves on that I don't like, but I'm going to put 2 pairs on like someone had suggested to make them tighter. But I wanted to do something a little bit more masculine because I typically do like really colorful stuff, which I do want to do colorful stuff, but I was going to try to keep it maybe a little bit more in the masculine colors. And I thought it would be really pretty to do, and it may not turn out well at all. I don't pick my colors and pour based on viscosity or anything scientific. I just pick what I like, and I go strictly at it from a crazy artist perspective of just putting the colors in that I like. That's the way I do it. But I've got, this is DecoArt with their new pouring medium, Venetian gold, which I love, which is in this cup, 1-to-1 ratio, and I added water to that because the metallics are always thicker and they're heavier, so I wanted to thin this one down more to the consistency of the other colors. And so I've got dark chocolate in this cup, but it wasn't dark enough. I wanted it darker, so I added a bit of the lamp black to it just to deepen it up. This one was the snow white, and I added a touch of brown and gold, like a, not metallic gold, just a, I think it was true ochre. Just a hint of it in my white. So I'm not going to do white, I'm going to use that as my base, which is a cream color. So that's that color, Venetian gold. This one's kind of a bit on the bright side, it's bright orange. I'm a little leery of it, but I want a punch of something that's really kind of bold, so that's why I'm sticking that in there. And then this one is Tuscan Red, and it's the last one that I have not mixed yet. Oh, burnt sienna. I'm going to add a little burnt sienna to my bright orange. So I'm going to try to knock it off just a bit, tone it down just a hair with some of the burnt sienna and the orange, just to make it a little less bright. I didn't want it to look like neon orange. So that's why I had that color out. So I've got to do my 1-to-1 ratio with the red here, the Tuscan Red. and then this will be ready to pour. The only other thing I was trying to decide is if I wanted to add coconut milk to it, because I love big cells, or do one without any at all, and just kind of see what happens with that. So I'm trying to decide. I love, love, love cells, but also wanted to see if this could just be like a kind of a linear, almost blended one. You just never know how it's going to turn out anyway. But when you add pouring medium, the DecoArt pouring medium with the colors, it's ready to go. You don't add water or anything. The only one I added water to was the metallic gold, Venetian gold. Get my bigger cup here. It's a 12 by 12 inch canvas. The push pins on the back, so it's ready to go. And this is an 8-ounce cup. I get these at the dollar store, and these are the 3-ounce bathroom size cups. I think what I'm going to do is use the coconut milk in just one color. And I don't even do a full pump, it's just a half a pump. So I'm sticking that in the red. I need 5 ounces for a 12-inch canvas. I see cells in the cup. The cream color is like fully taken over the cup. You can see it everywhere. So it's going to end up being lighter than I want, unfortunately. I want it to kind of feel deep in color. And it took very little of the cream colored paint to get all this cream color in here. It's moving on its own. So that was interesting. I never really had that happen before, where it floated so easily on the canvas. Zoom out a little bit. So that one little half pump of coconut milk in the red, and I've got all these cells. I'm glad that the cream color didn't like totally take over, because I was afraid it would. I kind of like that. just splashed onto the canvas too. It's messy. I'm messy. This is a messy one. I'm trying to decide. I think I'm just going to leave it be. And I can still see things popping up. So from one little half pump of coconut milk. That's why I do mention a lot of times that less is more. People think they need to add more and more silicone to get cells because they're not getting any, but it really takes very little to get cells. So now I need to do another one because I've got plenty of paint, and I'll use less of that cream. I might add black into the mix here. So I have my squeeze bottle that has the lamp black and the pouring medium in it. I'm just going to put a little in a cup. So that's that one. And I like it, the orange didn't get too punchy. You can see the gold metallic a little bit. I want to use less cream this time and add black and see what comes from that. So this is a 10 by 10 inch deep canvas. So I went down a little bit on the size, but it's deep. I have a show called Raw Connect, R-A-W. There's a link below my video. It's coming up July 19th in Raleigh, North Carolina. And it's going to be a younger crowd, and it's going to be musicians and artists and hair, fashion, makeup. And I'm going to be the old one there. I have a feeling, the oldest anyway. But I'm only going to have a 6 feet area with 2 wire mesh panels, and I can't have a table. I can do maybe a small table to put like business cards and maybe some jewelry out on or something like that. So I'm going to have to do a bunch of prints, and so if you want to comment below and tell me which print you think I should do. I know the flower ones that I've done with the swipes are really popular, and I want to do some that really appeal to the younger crowd, but I wanted to also take in some originals that were 12 inches or so, a bunch of those, and I've got a good many of them, but I want to take in several more, so I've bought some more canvases to do on the 12-inch size. We're going to do this again, and I'm going to use black in this one. Put a pinch of the cream, but I don't want a bunch of it in there. A lot more black this time. So again, the only silicone is in the red, and I used up all my colors except for the black and the tan. Like I said, I'm going for a more masculine look. I don't know about y'all while I'm sitting and letting it do its thing for a minute. I can get so wrapped up in sitting on the couch and my laptop and watching everybody's YouTube videos. I'm just so fascinated by all the different styles and the beautiful things that just come up with people creating all the time. It's just so addictive. So I had to literally pull myself away this evening to come paint because I couldn't paint earlier today. I had several appointments going on. It's kind of hard to pull myself away sometimes. So there it goes sliding again. Ooh, I like it, I like it. So now I'm afraid I don't have enough paint. Who knows? See if I can get everything out of this brown. And then what I'm going to do is just take my black that I already have in my bottle to play it on the safe side, because it doesn't take much. Is I'm just going to go around and wipe the black on. That is the wonderful thing about having your squeeze bottles ready-made and made all the time, is you can pull them out and flash and, you know, save the day if you need to. And I may not need to, but just want to make sure I have enough paint because I love what I'm seeing here. And I don't want to lose this. Yay. I love this. You know, when I decided I wanted to use the colors that I picked, this is not anything like what I envisioned either. So you always have to be ready to change gears when you pour, because the magic's going to happen in its own way once it flows out, and you only have so much control over it. And that's what I love about acrylic pouring. But you know, I was thinking of something linear, and then boom, you throw it out there, and there's, because I love cells. So here we go. Basically, I'm just going to get it to all the edges first. Oh, I lost that big cell over the edge. I didn't mean to. So, I am really loving this. It's different. That cream popped up, and there's a little pink, which is okay, but it still feels manly. I'm going to see if I can swipe a little red and brown. And now just barely touching it. to get that gold there. And I think I want a little bit of orange in this corner. A little red. And throw a little of that metallic. Oh, that didn't work the way I wanted it. Try it again. Orange and brown. Okay. And see, I could heat this up and see if more cells pop up, but I'm kind of liking it the way it is. This is really a good quality canvas. It's heavy duty. It's the deep gallery wrapped. It's nice and tight. It's kind of galaxy looking in a way. I really like the color combinations of this one. So I'm loving this one. And I like the other one too. This one is more space oriented. And it's funny, the little bit of dribble that came out of my cup at the very end, I don't know if you can see it in the center there, it almost looks like a candy cane. It's a little swirl thing going on, so that's kind of interesting. And you know me, I'll use my skewer and drag through stuff, and like right there, I'm not liking that. But I'm going to leave it, call this one done. There it is. So I've got a frame that's still in the plastic just for something to hold. And I've got a piece of plastic that probably came out of an 8x10 frame or something. And I'm going to pour on top of this. I'm going to use what's left in the cup. This right here is really pretty. See how much different? Just by adding the black, how much richer it is, and with the cream, how much more dull it goes. And so that cream, or if you put white or cream in, it's going to really lighten those colors up substantially. So I've got the reflection of this one light, but this is just really vibrant. It's beautiful. So like I said, this is a 8x10 sheet of plastic right here, but what I'll do is I'll slide it onto my table where it's got a flat surface to dry on. So that's it. That's my big mess for today, and I hope you liked it. And if you did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. If you hit the bell, besides subscribe, it'll give you notifications. And there are links below. There is the Raw Connect thing on July 19th. If you would like to, if you're in the Raleigh area and would like to come, it's a $20 ticket. or if you can't come because you live too far away but you'd like to just make a donation towards my entry fees, they want you to sell a minimum of 20 tickets. You're welcome to donate. I would greatly appreciate it. But there's a link that will click and go straight to my page on Raw. And then also I want to remind you that Lily's Mix, the channel Lily's Mix, and I will be collaborating Saturday live on my channel to do some pours together in Wilmington, North Carolina, and that will be around 2 o'clock Saturday. So if you see this video and you get a chance to watch us live Saturday, that's what we'll be doing. I can't wait. I'm hoping it will go well. Thank you. Bye-bye.